Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today it's going to be a match between Jaedong and Sky, back when they were on the same clan, Hwasong OZ, which puts it at about 2007 or so. So it's a practice match between these two players, but they're both excellent, so I'm looking forward to an excellent game of ZVP. Topside of Icarus, we have Jaedong, you know him. He is a Red Zerg player, and over here we have a Teal Protoss player named Sky. There's somebody watching named Watch Your Language. Maybe there's been a problem with that recently. I don't know. I don't know what this account is, to be honest with you, but regardless, ZVP stuff. Now look, I know I haven't cast a ZVP in a while, so it's time. It was time to toss one up. I also had a patron of mine named Jacob message me through patreon.com/FalconPaladin and say, hey man, we haven't had a Jaedong in a cast in a while. And I was like, you know what? You are correct. So it's time for a Jaedong cast here in a ZVP against Sky. I wish I had more ZVT games from Jaedong. I honestly do. But the problem is that I have a big pack of Jaedong replays, but they're all ZVPs for some reason against members of the Hwasong OZ clan. I don't know. Did they not have any Terrans at that time? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. Something Sports Association, Esports Association here. Maybe. I don't know. It kind of weirds me out. So Probe does scout around to see, is the Zerg down this way? No, he's not. There's no creep at all. That sucks. This is a okay, hold on. Icarus, you're a weird map. Hatch first, by the way, here. Out of Jaedong at 12 supply. This looks like a spawn. Is that a 4-player map? It is a 4-player map. Okay. So, spawn location, spawn location, spawn location, spawn location. Alright, so this kind of reminds me of Benzene a little bit. What's the other map that is like this one? I've cast one other game on Icarus before. It was Jaedong versus Anytime, which you would not be surprised is from the same replay pack that I have, that I got this one from. Is it Benzene? Can't remember. Can't remember what the name of the map is. That's very similar to this one, but anywho, gonna forge fast expand here, recognizing, okay, the timing on that pool means I don't have to worry about Lings all that much. Let's go ahead and throw down the Nexus and then maybe a cannon, depending on, you know, if enough Lings come out here that we're worried about it. That's what the scouting probe's all about. We've seen this a billion times. There's your Nexus going down after the forge. Oh. Does Jaedong wants a quick third base down here, and the probe says no. Holy cannoli, the probe said no. I cannot remember the last time I've seen this. When's the last time I saw a Protoss player block the third of a Zerg on a map like this where it's far away, right? I don't know that I've seen it in some time. And additionally, you do want the low ground expansion here as Zerg against Protoss, high ground if you're Terran or against Terran. Jaedong's like, I really want to expand here, though. What do I do? I come in. Can he bump? He does. He bumps him off. He bumps him off. Oh, but he comes back. He wants to kill the probe, but that's not going to happen. Turning himself to... No! The steal and the snipe. Oh, Watch Your Language appreciates that. Says, wow. Not kidding, man. That was a huge play for Sky. If he's going to win this game, it's going to be because of moments like that. Look, he's sending down another drone to do it. And there's 2 probes ready to zap him in the face. This is insane. Well, Lair on the way from Jaedong. He's not going to let this throw him off his game too much. And then, oh, okay. He could have blocked that. I guess there's Lings on the way, though. Sure, but you could have blocked it a little bit longer. Maybe you'd lost the probe, but is that a fair trade? To block that third base and delay it for another 20 seconds or so? Maybe. I honestly think it's maybe worth it. Anyway. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your day. Hope you enjoyed the ZVZ yesterday with Yellow. If you didn't see that, check it out, man. It's an old school game because Yellow's an old school player, but it's a pretty interesting ZVZ. I haven't cast one of those in a while. I figured I'd make it a Yellow game just for the sake of it. All right, so this is a large number of Lings out, actually. This is more than you want just for a contain. Maybe he's assuming that Sky doesn't quite have a good setup here. Maybe he can get a run by past the Zealot, get inside the main base, and do typical Jaedong things of having 2 Lings inside the Protoss main, and the Protoss hates it. Entirely possible. He's going to do it, man. Oh, the run by. I told you. Oh, and jumping right on the cannon. He does kill it, but he loses all of his lings die. Cannons are 150 minerals. That many lings was probably about 150 minerals, I guess. More, actually. 200, maybe 250. So that sucks. But now he gets free range to attack the forge because there's not a cannon anymore. That's pretty good. Oh, free shots on that Zealot is nice. But now back into position. Very nicely done. All right, so both players taking their hits, getting some nice damage done early. Zerglings. Just, you know, being around, being annoying more than anything else. This Zealot, man. This Zealot does not want to die. He's going to die, though. Zealot dead. All right, another Zealot. Maybe there's another Zealot that popped out, and now there's a cannon. So just bought enough time to where the cannon could come out. The gateway is probably going to die anyway. Even with the cannon, just the sheer amount of damage output here on these lings, and yeah. So the gateway goes down, and now suddenly, oh yes, this is what I'm talking about. The ling run by into the main base. Oh, no. All right, well, got to scout off on that Stargate opening. Big surprise. Hey, look, a Citadel of Adun. Big surprise. You're going to make these Zealots chase these lings around and around and around. I mean, welcome to Jaedong has 3 Zerglings in your base theater. Would you like a popcorn, perhaps? Because this is... They're going to be here for a while. Third base, getting attacked by a Zealot. Kind of. The Zealot has no kills at all and is going to get surrounded and killed by... Oh, hang on. Surrounded and killed, I said. Oh. Could have been better for Sky, I think. Probe. See? The probes, when they start getting attacked, they pull back into their buddies. So that if the lings follow after them, the buddies will zap them to death. I don't know if we've gotten a... There we go. If we've gotten a probe kill. 1 ling down is worth it for a probe kill for sure. Ling's cruising out. Got some Scourge in the mix. This Corsair's like, oh, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, pulling back. Ling's going for the run by. Not happening. These 2 lings still inside the main base. Sky, not happy. Not a happy Protoss about this one. Ooh, probe down, though. Nice snipe. Okay, now they're dead, though. All right, so lings are out. They didn't last as long as I necessarily predicted they would, but that's okay. Throwing up macro hatches. We got some sunken colonies in preparation. I hear at the third base, too. And yeah, both players just pretty much macroing up right now. 5 drones at a time in production. Templar archives on the way from Sky. Watch Your Language has no more comments for us at the moment. But I cannot assume he'll stay quiet for the rest of the game. He was pretty chatty in the early stages of the match with his his rectangle discussions, right? The rectangle discussions of the Koreans in this game. Zealots doing a bit of a poke up here at the natural base, and the sunken pops, gosh darn, right at the nick of time. There's Hydras here, there's a wall with the Hydralisk den in the mix. Macro Hatch Evolution Chamber down here is the play at the third base. Lings are out, and Sky really shouldn't be able to do much as far as aggression's concerned here at all. He's getting speed for his Zealots, but it's a bit of a ways off. Ling Hydra, pretty good against Zealots. Pure Ling, not great against Zealots. Pure Hydra, not great against Zealots, cost for cost. But the combo is pretty fantastic overall. Zealot, good unit. See on my tier list, they're probably, oh man, are they S tier? Zealots honestly have their place in every matchup. Pretty much throughout every game of every matchup. So maybe they're S tier. They're at least A tier. They're just good units, man. Look how fast they are. Speed is everything in RTS, and these guys are tanks as well, so fast and tanky is a problem. Trying to block off, does successfully block off the Zealots getting into the main base, but by sacrificing their own bodies in the process. Yeah, this is rough. This is some rough stuff for these drones, but really keeping the Zealots out of the main was the goal there. So there's a couple Zealots, but that's much better than like 6 of them jumping on that spire to snipe it, yeah? Yeah. DT in production, more Corsairs in production. Actually getting +1 air is Sky for that Corsair upgrade attack. Maybe trying to go for a third base here, but that is really exposed. That is super mega exposed. to try to take that third. Lurkers, let the siege begin. Yeah, that's a siege. Are these guys? This is, man. So annoying. Both players actually getting some revenge there with Sky. Lurker spines, not great against buildings, but hey, they'll whittle away at this gateway, kill the second gate of the day, possibly. Third base, okay, now actually has some cannon defenders. So there was a moment where, you know, a couple Zerglings could show up and shut this down. Not anymore, it would seem. Do you have detection? Oh my gosh, the robotics facility is not even done yet. Oh no! You're gonna have to do the thing where you attack the Dark Templar with your Archon and the splash damage hits the Lurker. Or just bail, I guess. Maybe the Lurkers are gonna get out of town after killing that gateway and calling it a job. Well done. Dude, that's the... You could run the Lurkers up here behind this mineral line and just win the game, I think, Jaedong. Ah, he's doing it. He's attacking his own Zealot to try to kill the... To try to splash damage kill the Lurker, and he does. Zealot dies. Oh, sacrifices his Zealoty life for that one. Hive in production for the Zerg player. He's on 4 bases, so why not at this stage? Oh, I didn't recognize he made 11 Mutalisks. Hey guys, he made 11 Mutalisks. Do you have enough Corsairs to handle this? Maybe, but with the... Oh, but the store? Okay. That High Templar has 6 kills. That Muta attack was going so swimmingly, and then Storm. Wow. Okay, that changed everything. I mean, that was Jaedong having a complete lockdown on the main base of Sky, and then one storm that Jaedong didn't quite get out of was enough to change the entire tide of that. It's now 186 total supply. Sky has a lead at 12 minutes, which is bad, which is super bad. Jaedong has a thought. Sky has a response to it. I imagine I know what they're talking about. What they're saying, we'll only have to guess. So Sky feeling his oats, feeling like, all right, I just got a nice one over on Jaedong. Did lose a few probes and maybe a cannon there, but otherwise could have been a lot worse. Still at 56 probes. Yeah, interestingly enough, it feels his oats, but doesn't want to get in here. The Sim City is pretty fantastic for Jaedong. It's really, really hard for a Zealot-based army to get through here. They're just going to get choked out. Archons are the same thing. They don't have very long range. Some Dragoons would be pretty nice. Honestly, going for Dragoons here when Defilers aren't even out yet, as a Defiler mount is on the way, would be pretty fantastic. These Lings are all dead. Unless they run for it. And they are. Fantastic. Oh, we're shuttling up into the main. Good. Like that play. More shuttling, please. Alright, alright. So repositioning the Lurkers and Lings to defend the main base now. Alright, so the Scourger getting hits. Yeah, the shuttle dies without question, but the Observer's alive. That's a big deal. And suddenly we have... Oh, hang on. The Observer alive? The Observer's alive, and suddenly we... Ah, it's dead. Alright, well... Lurker... Oh, Lurker down. Do the trick. Do the trick. This is honestly super problematic. Like, insanely super problematic here for Jaedong all of a sudden. Archon, get hits off on these Lings. Oh my gosh. 11, 12, 13, 14 kills on this Archon. 15 kills. 17 kills. 20 kills. And killed by a Lurker. That was a boss Archon. That is hero of the match for sure. At the end of the day, killing his own Sunken for... I guess it's easier to get out if that Sunken's gone. Fair enough. But man, Sky is just powered on 3 bases. He's got 62 workers. He's killed a ton of drones. There's only 51 left for Jaedong. And this is looking all of a sudden super dicey for Jaedong. I mean, 2 things have gone poorly for Jaedong here. Getting that 3rd base blocked as hard as it was, big time problem. And then his Muta attack in the main base. Overextended a little bit. Didn't quite pay attention to the fact that Storm was done. And that was it, man. All of those Mutas were dead. Not all of them, but by golly, all but maybe 2 or 3 got stormed to death there. Absolutely brutal. And that's the kind of stuff that will turn a game on its head if you're playing Brood War, man. Or watching it, or whatever you're doing. Man, by the way, hit that like button if you're enjoying what you're seeing so far here today. This has been, honestly, a fantastic match. I think it's been really, really well played by Sky. Jaedong has been playing pretty well, too. And his pretty well is better than most players' excellent. Jaedong posturing to go after the third base. Okay, so for all the problems that have happened to Jaedong here today, if you can get up here and kill this... That's GG, man. I guess, okay, bottom left base has been taken by Sky, so that's not super end of the world or anything, but still. Zealots and Dragoons just... Aw, storming that ramp. And, oh, good Dark Swarm there, though. That's nice, but just picking off reinforcements for Jaedong that are trying to get up here. This is such a nice flank. Honestly, storming... Yeah, I'm going to say storming a lot for the rest of this game. Taking down cannons with the Lings. Dark Swarm, keeping them alive. Another Dark Swarm coming up. I don't know that that one was necessary entirely, but dude, this High Templar got enough for a storm. And now he's dead. Tiny window where he had enough energy for a storm, and now he's toast. Suddenly, Sky's third base is in a lot of trouble. This Ling Dark Swarm stuff is nuts good. It's going to take him a while to take down these cannons. Actually, maybe not as much as you'd want it to if you are Sky. But Nexus down. Goodbye. Nexus down. Probe's trying to get out of there. And every Zergling that was engaged in this act of terrorism is dead. Sky's got the exit covered. He's storming the crap out of them. At least 2 Defilers are going to go down. There might have been a third one here. I wasn't keeping track. So Nexus down, but replanted. Oh, but the sneak away down. See, this is what... Vulnerable. Sky's leaving his base is extremely vulnerable here. Why are there Lings down here? Distractions, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. The Lings are a problem. +1 attack, +1 armor. The Corsair Ball. A new Corsair Ball, because a bunch of them died about 5 minutes ago. Oh, boy. All right. So, Sky's been knocked down all the way to 2 bases. And Jaedong is feeling it, man. Absolutely feeling it at the moment. He is down 114 to 149 supply. Army is big and intimidating for Sky. He's got Storm. He's got Dragoons. He's got Zealots. He's got the pieces that he needs to win this game. Plus, although Sky is supply blocked, which is a problem, Jaedong has 193 available supply for his 113. He's ready, man. He is ready to max out. He's just a little bit further away from it than he wants to be. Doom drop! Doom dropping! There's enough Protoss here. This shouldn't go particularly well for Jaedong. And it's not. I mean, Lings are getting some damage off. They're taking shields off of buildings and units, but yeah, I mean, this Archon. Wow, 9 kills. Stays alive despite being fully surrounded by Zerglings. This is a lot of Scourge, man. Jaedong really hates these Corsairs, which is entirely fair. I can't blame him for it. Dude, this is, again, super vulnerable. I love the drops. Every Zerg versus Protoss we've seen, or play we've seen, where the Zerg wins, I feel like 90% of them involve the Zerg getting drops. This is exactly what you need. In direct ground engagements versus Protoss, things get dicey, man. But when you have drops, and you don't have to walk across the ground, you can do this, and suddenly Sky's on 2 bases, and Sky's hurting bad despite having the bigger army. Like, unquestionably has the bigger army, but Jaedong has not wanted to engage with it today. Not even a tiny bit. He's willing to sacrifice every one of these Lings to make sure that base dies. And all the Overlords died too, I think. Yeah, every Overlord involved in that engagement also died problematically. 5 Ultras on the way. We like Ultras. We like Ultras especially if there aren't any Reavers on the ground. And there's not, by the way. This is purely Gateway Army. We got Archons, Dragoons, Zealots, High Templar, with Corsair in the skies, which can't do anything against Ultras. Literally nothing. Not even their Disruption Web can affect Ultralisks. Actually, hold on. Does it disable melee units? Why do I not know that? I know it disables, like, Hydras that are in it. Maybe it disables everything. Because it was intended for static defense, which is always ranged. It's gotta disable ultras too? I should know this. Ah, well, we'll get there. We'll figure it out. Somebody in the comments will let me know. You guys are good. You guys are good YouTube subscribers. Ooh, Plague-oo! Oh, the Plague, but every Scourge died. That was not particularly fantastic, as it turns out. Scourger, I mean, these Corsairs are injured like you would not believe. However, they're killing Overlords like there's no tomorrow. You can't Plague them again. They're already injured to the point where the Plague won't hurt them anymore. Okay, maybe don't take Spore hits, though. Not recommended play. Okay, this is your thumbnail right here. Ultros versus Archons with Dragoons and Storm. And, yep, that's some pretty good stuff there. Remember what I said about Ultros when there are not any Reavers around? They're much better. They are much better. DT is actually not bad. And you know what? Ultras are retreating. Did he just... I think he tried to expand up here again, and this Ultra killed it. Incredible. Bottom left base, though, alive. Sky has that one, and Jaedong finally taking a 5th at the top right. I feel like he hasn't expanded in... I mean, he got that 4th base pretty quick. What was it? 8, 9 minutes? So it's been at least 10 since he's expanded. Remember what I said about direct engagements going well for Sky because he had the bigger army? That was true. It's not really anymore. It's 160 to 100 total supply in favor of the Zerg. Long distance mining is happening for Sky right now, which is not anything you ever want to see. Should probably keep, yeah, this probe is here for Nexus duty. Catch another Plague on these Corsairs, but you know, doing all right. Got about 5 kills each. Okay, that one has 1. That guy has 8. He's making up for the slacker that the other Corsair pilot is. Sky, you can expand. 8, 4. I'm staring into your proby eyes, man. Oui? No? No. Okay, we're not doing that. Cool. It's just, look, man, Sky's on 3 bases at 22 minutes. That's not going to fly. Jaedong's on 5 bases at 22 minutes. He's at 60 to 31 workers. He's doubling up the army supply here. I mean, this is... I like the Ultralisk attack sound. It's one of my favorite sounds. You don't hear it a lot, though, right? I mean, sometimes late game ZVT, yes. Sometimes less often late game ZVP. They never show up in ZVZ, not that I cast a ton of those, but... Anywho, we're just going. It's going to be Hydra, Ling, Ultra versus Archon, Dragoon, High Templar, Zealot, Dark Templar. And, you know, Storm is good. Storm is honestly excellent. But the Ultra just have so much HP that sometimes, no matter what you're doing to them, you just can't kill them fast enough or kill all of them. And I think that might just be your GG. It's 63 total supply for Sky. He's got a 4th base coming up, but what kind of future does he have without really much of any kind of army at all? There's a DT in here. It's been swinging away for some time. He's dead now as detection arrives. But that's your good game, and Sky taps out. Jaedong is your winner in 23 minutes and 40 seconds. Well done, Jaedong. Did not let the mishaps and the setbacks of having that 3rd base blocked way more than you wanted it to, or the setback of losing all your Mutalisks in that attack back at the main base. Didn't let those just discourage you or prevent you from winning this game. That was some really, really nice play. The drop play, though, I'm telling you, the drop play is what does it a lot. Killing this base was crucial to Jaedong winning this game. And the only way he could get there was through drops. And Lings can kill stuff really fast. Even if Protoss has a nearby army, that doesn't really matter all the time. And as a result, that's it, man. Bottom right base getting taken by Jaedong too. So Sky played a pretty good game. I don't think he prepared appropriately for the Ultras. Didn't make any Reavers at all. He did have the Storm. He had the Dragoons. He had the Zealots. He had the Dark Templar. He had the pieces that he needed otherwise. And the Corsair Ball, I don't know. Did it do enough? I don't know. Jaedong was just like, I'm just going to make all of the overlords. He probably has more than he needs for 200 supply right now. So it didn't bother him that much. That's one way to deal with Corsairs as Zerg is just make all the overlords. And then if you lose 10, it doesn't matter. Life hacks. Pro tips from Falcon Paladin. So great job by him. Let's check out that final score as Zerg's your winner here today. End of the day, we had 190,000 points for Jaedong, 154,000 points for Sky. Outproduced, good heavens, by a 3-to-1 ratio. Jaedong did. Ended up killing stuff at a 4-to-1 ratio. Did Sky, just not enough, man. Not enough killing here to account for how much was produced. The numbers are not adding up mathematically. 25 Protoss buildings raised is a ton, and only one Zerg building killed, and I'm wondering if that was the Sunken that Jaedong killed of his own. Or it might have been the Sunken... Did they kill the Sunken in the main? It might have been in the main. Anyway, 3:14 APM to 2:46 APM. Just out. Yeah, this is when Jaedong had 4 bases, and Sky kind of had 3 for a while. Well, he had 3 for a while, and then he kind of had 4 for 2 seconds, and then he lost his 3rd, and he lost his 4th, and that was it. Downhill from there. So good match from Jaedong. He's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. And that's going to be it for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.